My girl literally took the microphone and she went like, oh! She ate it. She didn't drop it. She ate the microphone. Hello everyone, welcome once again to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Yllana Aduana's full performance during the Miss Philippines Earth 2023 pageant. She was just crowned a few days ago, and as a matter of fact, I just returned from Cebu a few hours ago because I did get to attend this particular pageant. I am more than excited to share with you guys some of my memories and opinions and everything that went down during the pageant. I will have a separate video for that, of course, but today is all about Yllana because she is the reigning queen and she does deserve the spotlight. From A to Z, her performance was nothing less than stellar, so I'm really excited to share all of my thoughts and opinions with you guys. If you enjoyed this video or find some sort of value in it, don't forget to hit the like button so that it gets recommended to more people, subscribe to the channel of course, and always be part of the conversation in the comment section down below. Enough talking, let's get into the reaction.
Be strong.
Here she comes. That was such a colorful opening number. This is officially the introduction of Yllana on stage, and of course she comes out with this very colorful, very appealing national costume. Actually, I know that for Miss Philippines Earth, they don't call it national costume. I think it's national attire or something like that. But anyways, in all cases, she looked absolutely breathtaking. Personally, I really enjoyed this concept that all of the delegates come out with the costumes because it just adds so much color. Your attention is really locked on stage as part of the audience, and I'm guessing that for people at home also is the same thing. And you could feel that Yllana was so happy, so vibrant, and just ready to take the competition by storm. This was also the very first time that I got to feel the energy in the room when Yllana was called and when she introduced herself, because although this was not her hometown, the entire arena just went crazy for her. So it already gave me a little indicator that, maybe tonight is the night for Yllana. Swimsuit. Now, this is one of the stands out, of course. She's known for this.
Witnessing our home at a hurt locker state is disheartening. Yet, people perpetually take but never take action. And
Look
as
at the
your
hips,
queen for the earth,
and the silhouette, and the face, and the hair,
is earth education.
and the makeup,
Together,
everything.
Let us all make the green change happen.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop right there because, swimsuit, I feel like, especially in a competition like Miss Philippines Earth, we always try to emphasize the fact that it's not just about the physique and that intellect is just as important. Same thing for, the evening gown, and there are so many different competitions that are taken into consideration. However, it is undeniable that Yllana was just, physically speaking, so strong and such a standout. Whenever she would walk on stage, it doesn't matter if it's this particular video or any of the other competitions, just go and watch. She just stands out. Because of that, she quickly became a fan favorite, and it was very interesting for me to witness this live because, back home, of course, I have my reactions and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful and that, but when you are there, you actually have people's reaction. You could hear this sound of amazement in the room. Everyone just went like, wow. There was actually a woman sitting in front of me, and as soon as Yllana came on stage, the woman said something along the lines of, oh my god, she looks like a goddess. And you know what? I have to agree. From every single angle, Yllana just looked spectacular. And on top of that, even the technicalities of the walk, just the performance overall, it was impeccable. I wouldn't change anything when it comes to it. It's like her smile is so playful, right? I don't know. It's like innocent but sexy at the same time. There she goes. Woman of the earth.
On their journey to become their best selves.
Now, out of the 10 Hannah
We'll talk about the evening gown in a
one
moment.
delegate stood out based on her performance, environmental advocacy, online votes, and of course, her effortless beauty.
And because of that, to receive 50,000 pesos
Okay,
and
this
a
is the
year's
special
supply
awards.
of Hannah shampoo and conditioner, Miss Hannah is
Yllana Aduana.
Siniloan Laguna.
Okay. I'm gonna just pause it right there because I believe this will be a nice moment for me to talk about the evening gown. Now, I don't know if you guys are on the loop. I don't know if, I'm a pageant fan. I know a lot of people who are really, really intense about pageantry. So, of course, they look for the details. I don't know if you guys are fans to that extent. So, let's talk about this. When Yllana came on stage, of course, I was sitting probably fourth row on the audience. So Yllana came on stage, and I just thought she's wearing this beautiful silver gown. Absolutely, she looked like a statue, like a model. Breathtaking. Now, I did not see all of the details because of that. Already, usually on a daily basis, I wear glasses, but even with my glasses, from the distance that I was, I couldn't really appreciate all of the attention to detail of this dress. So here's a photo of it. This dress is actually made with over 5,000 safety pins. If you didn't tell me, I wouldn't have noticed. But I mean, it's truly the fact that when you are told these type of things, it just elevates the entire look so much because the creativity that went into it, but also all of the hard work that went into this piece to get it all together. It reminds me a lot of the same concept that Miss Universe Thailand had just in the previous edition of Miss Universe, where she had her entire gown made out of this like can thingies, the metallic things. I don't know how you call that. Just to open the cans. So I think that Yllana has been very, very smart in terms of taking inspiration from certain places and even just incorporating certain things into the actual looks. This is not something new for the coronation night. She has done this consistently all throughout the competition. With her particular looks, whether it's for presentations, activities, or simply for videos that she had to submit to the organization, everything has been so intentional, and I'm really happy to see that the final look was no exception when it comes to that. I know for a fact, myself and a lot of people, even from within the organization, they were really impressed by this because I think it's one of the very few times that contestants have put so much attention to detail in literally everything, from the way that they handle the social media, the videos, the content, the looks, and the actual materials that are used for the creation of the wardrobe. So nothing to criticize here. And once again, Yllana looks absolutely stunning from head to toe, and this is just a clear standout.
Back to you, Carla.
All right, Miss Yllana.
Okay, now we're gonna get into the hashtag segment, which we know is very important, of course.
Hashtag is safety. Safety plays a very salient role in our lives. We have to always be secured, not only safe, but also in terms of water security, food security, because as Miss Philippines Earth, I know that I am a hardworking person and I can always incorporate this in order for us to achieve safety at all costs and protect Mother Earth the way she protects us all with all safety. Thank you.
Oh, the judge. The judge just went like, girl. Anyways, let's talk about it. Hashtag safety. What do we think about it? For me personally, I'm gonna give Yllana props because immediately it took almost just a few seconds for her to attach the hashtag to the entire purpose of the pageant, protect Mother Earth. And she mentioned ways that the word is very, very relevant in this particular fight. So, of course, she talked about food safety, she talked about water safety, and all of these things that are very timely and very relevant to what the pageant stands for. Personally, I think that the hashtag segment can be quite challenging because you are literally just given a word and you are required to come up with a statement that is supposed to be impactful and relevant at the same time. And that is honestly a very hard task because you can literally go in any route, there's no formula for it. When you compare with the Q&A, it's a question. So you clearly have to take a position and then, elaborate an answer. But the hashtag, for me personally, I find it more challenging. And I just think that Yllana handled it very well, like a pro. And once again, she managed to stay relevant to the topic and to the purpose of the pageant.
Final 5.
Top 5, who is it gonna be?
Yllana Aduana.
Shot.
Yllana Aduana.
Come on, Yllana. Go claim your crown, girl. Deserve.
First finalist, Yllana Aduana.
Look at the wall.
Very running.
She's like a cheetah.
All right.
Walking
Are you ready?
towards her prey.
Okay, this is it. The question is, what do you think people in the future would say about your generation? Again, the question is, what do you think people in the future would say about your generation?
Thank you. I would definitely say that our generation, although misconstrued as very ardent, I would have to say that we use our voice for a reason. And that is to always speak up for the things that we know are right and for the things that we know we deserve. That is why we are very ardent about it. And that is why I'm also conducting colloquiums on the 17 Sustainable Development Goals and their interconnectedness to the nature in hopes to precipitate people's eco-consciousness, because our future is the linebackers and the pioneers of environmental amelioration, and we should always take advantage of it at all costs. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sinilon.
Wait lang. Just pause. My girl literally took the microphone and she went like, ah! She ate it. She didn't drop it. She ate the microphone. Take into consideration, if you go back and watch the entire Q&A segment, first of all, Yllana was the first girl who was called on stage. So she had no reference, from previous contestants, just looking at the reaction of the audience, because of course they had the earphones so that they couldn't hear, but you still can see how the audience reacts, right? So Yllana goes there first, she's given the question, and she immediately, it took her not even a split second to start answering, and she used all of the time from beginning to end. Now, I'm gonna elaborate here when it comes to her Q&A, because I know that a lot of people had a lot to say about it. The way that I feel the structure of her answer, she divided it in two segments. The first part is just simply answering the question, and the second part is really justifying it with the things that she is doing herself through her platform and what she hopes to do through the organization to change the situation for the next generation. I know that some people were actually complaining about some of the terms that were used, saying that these were words that were a little bit too research or a little bit too deep, or maybe she was just trying to sound overly intellectual. I personally don't have a problem with this, and I'm gonna tell you why. I am the first one who will criticize girls who will go, with fancy terms that suddenly make the answer so unrelatable or so inaccessible for the audience. However, yes, Yllana used those terms, but immediately she always followed with an explanation. So if you don't understand those words, you will definitely understand what she is explaining afterwards. So you still can relate to it, you still can understand it. When I have a problem with it is purely when people go with all of these fancy terms, they just throw fancy words, just jam pack it up in there, and then at the end the audience is left feeling like, huh? What did you say? Honestly, this was, as I said, a mic drop, not even a mic drop. She ate the microphone. And I believe that she proved at this particular moment that Yllana is the full package, not just with the beauty, the performance, the commitment to the cause, but also with the intellect and the communication skills. What else do you want? I mean, it was really her crown to lose that night. So Yllana just delivered, personally, what I expected, because I just knew that she was that good. I don't know. You guys let me know how do you feel about the Q&A segment in the comment section down below, but let's continue watching because there's more.
Laguna. Speaking up, lettering her voice. There we go.
Okay.
Set her stage.
Final
Maraming
moments.
salamat. And this time,
With
I
Gary
will be
Riley,
announcing
who ended up as the first
Miss
runner-up.
Philippines Earth first, which means the remaining delegate gets the Miss Philippines Air title. Okay, there is no turning back. Mr. Mayor, maraming salamat.
Let's see.
So let us
What is
see.
it gonna be?
Let's do this.
Why am I nervous like I don't know the outcome of this?
Our Miss Philippines Earth 2023 is...
Come on now, host.
Yllana Aduana! Yllana Aduana!
And Miss Philippines Air is Mama Pangasinan, Gary Riley.
Aww. Let me see the coronation. Come on, just put the crown on Yllana's head. Miss Lorraine shot. And Jenny. Okay, don't go away just yet, you guys. I have some things to say, some opinions about this entire thing. Anyways, I'll stop it right there because I feel like it's a good image to hold the video. But I'm going to say, you know, on a personal level, not as a pageant analyst, as a pageant fan, as a pageant enthusiast, whatever you want to call it, as someone who is a fan of Yllana and a friend as well, I am so beyond proud of her. I met Yllana in person for the very first time during the coronation night at Miss Earth last year. And she was actually literally sitting next to me and she told me about her plan of joining Miss Philippines Earth. And I remember telling her, girl, that crown is yours. If you join the pageant, that crown is yours. And she did join the pageant. She did live up to everyone's expectation. And she has been working harder for this than anyone that I have ever seen. I literally had the opportunity to see her prepare and do her trainings at KF because I was doing my trainings myself. And honestly, I'm so proud of her and so happy to see that all of the hard work, all of the commitment, all of the effort, the sleepless nights did pay off for her. So this is just the beginning of the reign. Of course, there are so many things that will come out of this. And she will represent the Philippines in Vietnam for Miss Earth this year. So please let me know as well, how do you feel about this? And are you excited to see Yllana representing the Philippines? So anyways, I will be reading you in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and all of those nice things to boost the video with the algorithm. And I will see you on the next one with more content. Stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses, and a big hug, as always. Bye now.